Hey everyone, I had so much fun doing the Jody palette series, which is a series of using these 4 shadows over 5 days that I just came up with my own new series super fast because the liquid shadows are on special this month. I decided that each day I'm going to feature a single liquid shadow. I'm going to show you how I would create a look with that shadow. So today I'm using the color Wild. It is a matte plum brown color. So let's go ahead and get started. For those of you that are new here, welcome. My name is Katie. I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I work full time. I love makeup and skincare, and I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best. And I have the tools and the resources to help you get there. Let's dig into creating this look. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna go in first with my pressed shadow and laid back from my Jody palette that I used, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of that onto the side of my deluxe brush, and I'm just gonna sweep that all over the lid. I shared with you all in one of my more recent videos, I think I've probably talked about this a couple times now, I have just really gravitated towards putting a shadow all over the lid, and I think it's because after I did that YouTube series, the challenge for Younique, they didn't talk about it, they actually showed it in a lot of their videos, or not their videos, but in the videos they had us make where they were having us put these shadows all over our lid. And I do think that it just really rounds out the eye look. So that makes sense, right? Like, they're the professionals. I'm not a makeup artist, you all. I just like to play in makeup, okay? So next what I'm going to do, I'm trying to find my pressed shadows. I'm going to go into one of my all-time favorite pressed shadows. It is called Astute. I can't believe I haven't hit pan on this bad boy. That just goes to show you how long the pressed shadows last. I'm using my fluffy crease brush. I'm going to just dust this all the way from the inside to the outside of my crease. And I'm going to kind of go a little bit higher because I want to make sure when my eye is open you can see that product. So you can tell I need to go a little bit higher. But yeah, the pressed shadows last forever, you all. I love using this as my transition color to really kind of build those darker colors. And you can see because I put that laid back on my lid, this is blending on beautifully. And I use that eye primer. So let me show you a video of that. You all know I talk about the eye primer all the time. If you don't have the eye primer, woo, we need to hook you up because it is so great at helping those pigments pop, holding them in place, preventing them from creasing, and they last all day long, okay? So now you can see I'm just making this a little bit darker. I'm just going in and adding it to make it a little bit higher, a little bit darker. So this is another really great shadow to add to your collection. If you don't have Astute, did you know that you can buy the pressed shadows individually? So you can order them. I'm going to blend it out with my blending brush. You can order them as a quad, as an 8, like a set of 8. You can buy them individually. You can, so you can get little tiny, like it comes in a little square, little tiny compacts for them if you wanted to just get one, or you can get them as refills, which means it just comes with the individual shadow. It doesn't come with the actual little compact. I actually just ordered some refills of new colors that I did not have, so I have a couple of those. I'm so excited to add to my collection. I am a shadow fool, you all. I love the pressed shadows. Okay, so now the shadow I'm going to use today is called Wild. Wild is a matte plum brown color. So let me put this on so you can see. I am going to use the applicator. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just focus this on the lid. Oops, hopefully I didn't get it on my finger. Okay, there we go. Move my mirror a little closer here so I can see. I'm going to focus this just on my lid underneath where I put that Astute color. Okay? And you can see, isn't that a really nice brown color? So pretty. Then what I'm going to do, if you've watched my videos, you know I like to work with the pressed shadows when they are still wet. I feel like they just blend a little bit softer, or excuse me, a little bit easier, not softer, a little bit easier versus if you wait until they dry, okay? So again, just kind of taking that and blending it in to where I have that Astute. I don't want to go above that, but because I put that Astute down, you can see I'm getting just a really nice blend. All right, so that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to try not to touch it too much. I'm going to let it dry. Then I'm going to go in with this Willed on the other eye now. Same thing, I'm going to use the applicator, and I've talked about this before as well. You don't have to use the applicator, you can use your finger. You can actually blend with your finger. I just personally, my preference is to blend with my brush. So this is why, I'll tell you why. I feel like my fingers get kind of fat, and I end up not putting the product right where I want it. I end up getting the product down here low, which brings the eye down. I end up getting it in the inner corner, which is, you know, sometimes I want product in the inner corner, but most of the time I don't. So I just like to use, look, I just got some in the inner corner, even using the brush. So I'll just kind of wipe that away real quick. But anyways, I like to use the brush because I just feel like I have a little bit more control, and you can see blending that into the crease, it's just a really, really nice look. So what I'm going to do now, make sure you put those lids on tight. You don't want your product to dry out. I want to kind of just wrap up this eye look, so I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line. I'm going to use a little bit of a darker brown color. I'm going to go into this one here. It's called Jealous. I'm going to put that onto my crease brush. And what I like to do with this is I like to just pull this down along the lower lash line, not all the way into the inner corner because that kind of closes off the eye. But when you smoke out that lower lash line, I feel like it just really helps to bring the eye look all together. Did you all see I almost swept that onto my cheek? That would have been a look today. Okay, so just pulling that up right almost to the inner corner, not all the way, okay? I have a hair here. Go away. All right, and then what I do is I like to wipe off my crease brush, and then I go in. This is another pressed shadow that I feel like is a must, Optimistic, okay? I'm going to put that onto the end of my crease brush. I'm going to take this right along my brow bone to help kind of lighten that up, and it does lift everything up. Go in on the other side here. Oh my gosh, my computer's about to die. Let's make it through, come on. And then in the inner corner right here, right along the inner corner of the lash line there, to just bring everything together. And that's it. So this is the color Willed. If you have any questions about the liquid shadows, please don't hesitate to ask. Have a great day.